Imagine being one of the biggest snakes on Earth, but still freezing to death in Florida, getting into fistfights with alligators, and having humans hunt you like a video game boss. This is the pathetic reality of being a Burmese python in Florida. Hey everyone, welcome back. We've roasted alligators and sea snakes. Now let's talk about the absolute unit that showed up uninvited and somehow still can't catch a break. The Burmese python in Florida. These snakes can grow over 20 feet long and weigh more than 200 pounds. They're one of the largest invasive species in the United States. Sounds like a dominant predator, right? Not even close. Their life in Florida is a non-stop comedy of evolutionary bad decisions, brutal weather, and humans treating them like a pest control minigame. Let's walk through the pathetic reality. It starts with your mom laying 50 to 100 eggs in a warm, hidden spot. She actually coils around them and shivers to keep them warm. One of the few snakes that does this. But once you hatch, good luck. Baby pythons are snacks for hawks, raccoons, bobcats, and bigger pythons. You have to learn fast how to hide and hunt rodents and birds. The ones that survive grow incredibly fast. In just a few years, you go from pencil size to absolute unit. But Florida throws you curveballs your ancestors in Southeast Asia never prepared for, especially cold weather. Here's where your life gets really pathetic. Burmese pythons are tropical snakes. They have almost no cold tolerance. During the 2010 cold snap, thousands died. In 2026, we're already seeing more freak cold fronts. When temperatures drop into the 30s and 40s, you can't move properly. Your muscles shut down. You try to find shelter, but often end up exposed. People find massive pythons frozen solid with their heads sticking out of ice, still barely alive. The ones that survive the cold are weak, starving, and easy targets. Evolution gave you a giant body for crushing prey, but zero ability to handle Florida winters. Brutal design flaw. Even when it's warm, you're not safe. You're invading territory that already belongs to American alligators. Full-grown pythons and alligators regularly fight over the same hunting grounds. There are documented cases of pythons trying to eat gators, and gators turning the tables and eating pythons. You're strong, but an alligator's death roll can rip you apart. These fights leave massive scars and injuries that never heal properly. You're basically a giant noodle fighting armored tanks in the swamp. Not the apex predator life you signed up for. And then there are the humans. Florida has python removal programs with big cash prizes. Hunters go out at night with spotlights and guns. Some competitions have turned it into a sport. In 2026, the hunts are more aggressive than ever because the python population keeps exploding. You're constantly on the run. One wrong move near a canal or road and you become a trophy photo on someone's Instagram. You're an invasive species success story on paper. But in reality, you're a giant target in a state that wants you gone. So what's the pathetic reality of being a Burmese python in Florida? You're massive, powerful, and incredibly adaptable. Yet you still freeze to death, lose fights to alligators, and spend your life dodging bullets and spotlights. You went from Southeast Asian jungle king to Florida's most wanted fugitive. Evolution gave you the tools to conquer. Florida gave you cold snaps, gators, and determined hunters. There you have it, the pathetic reality of being a Burmese python in Florida. Would you rather be a python dealing with this mess or an American alligator? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe for more wild animal roasts, and ring the bell. Next, we're doing another invasive loser or deep sea comparison. Thanks for watching. And remember, no matter how bad your day is, at least you're not a 20-foot snake freezing in a Florida swamp. See you soon.